The Ha Giang loop is overrated, and I know that's going to make a lot of you annoyed. Everyone tells you the Ha Giang is the experience in Vietnam. The epic motorbike loop, the stunning mountains, the adventure of a lifetime. And yet it is beautiful, but it's also packed with tourists, there's constant injuries, and these small villages, they really cannot cope with the traffic anymore. There are much better adventures in Vietnam, like Cao Bang, but nobody talks about those because everybody follows the same route like little sheep. I spent 6 months in Vietnam and 3 months in the Philippines. And here's what I feel that nobody is telling you when you're looking. These are two of the most raw, authentic countries in Southeast Asia right now. And choosing between them comes down to one question, I believe. Do you want variety and ease, or do you want the best beaches on the planet? In this video, I'm breaking down Vietnam versus the Philippines, which one wins, and why I chose Vietnam as my base. So let's get into it. So some quick context. I've done 6 months in Vietnam, 3 months traveling from north to south, east to west, Hanoi, Ha Giang, Cao Bang, Hoi An, Dalat, Saigon, Phu Quoc, everywhere in between, and then 3 months staying in Da Nang as a base, but of course still traveling around. And I'm still here now. 3 months in the Philippines, Siargao, Nido, Coron, Bohol, Cebu, Moalboal, Palawan, boat trips to islands that I can't even remember the names of, and probably countless other places I've been. 9 months combined between these two countries, I have truly lived this. And these are two of the best places in Southeast Asia that still feel real. They haven't been overrun like Thailand, and they haven't been Instagrammed to death by like Bali. But they're completely different experiences, and most people pick the wrong one because they don't understand what they're actually getting. At least that's what I found from speaking to people. So let's go round by round. Cities and community, this is where Vietnam really surprised me. Da Nang is one of my favorite cities in the world. After Tokyo and Bangkok, I've been here for 3 months and I'm not ready to leave. I don't think I ever will be. It's a beach city with a beautiful coastline, mountains in the background, an incredible food scene, modern infrastructure, but it's not overrun with tourists just yet. And I live just far enough away from the main tourist spots that I see more locals than anything else. The community here is incredible. And after spending just a few months in one place, I started to feel like I'm actually part of something. The Vietnamese just get on with life. They're super welcoming, warm and genuine, and language can definitely be a barrier sometimes, but Google Translate and a bit of charades will get you pretty far. My Khe Beach in Da Nang is amazing. It's one of the most stunning beaches in the world, but the best part about it is the ocean floor is shallow for a really long way out. So you can walk pretty far out before you're out to your depth, and the kids sit and play in the water constantly. It's super peaceful and warm to watch. Da Nang, it gives you everything. Beach, city, malls, although smaller, mountains, variety. It's affordable, and I don't mean cheap, I mean good value. Everything is built well and works exactly as you would anticipate. Now the Philippines, Cebu is a great city. The malls are incredible. It's clean and organized, it's modern, but it's a totally different vibe. Cebu is a hub and Da Nang is a home. Bohol though, I loved Bohol nearly as much as I loved Da Nang. The natural beauty, the pace, the people, it's so special. But overall, I felt like Vietnam cities just work better for me. Hanoi Old Quarter is chaotic and wonderful, and the food is incredible, the haggling is fun, and yes, there are far too many people, far too many motorbike fumes, but it's got lots of character, and Hanoi felt safer and more manageable than Manila. And they're working on the motorbike fumes. Now Manila, we've talked about in a previous video. I didn't like it, and I know Filipinos are really upset about that in the comment section, but it's just my experience. I felt it was unsafe and unsanitary. However, Filipinos have recommended that I go to BGC as this is more modern. I feel I shouldn't have to go to one small part of a really large city to feel safe. So Vietnam wins this round, round 1 for cities and community. Da Nang specifically is the perfect base, but don't come because I don't want you to ruin it. Beaches, this is where the Philippines destroys Vietnam and pretty much everywhere in the world, and I mean destroys. El Nido, Coron, Siargao, Bohol, Moalboal. The Philippines has the most beautiful beaches in the world. The water is unreal, the limestone cliffs are jaw-dropping. The boat trips to hidden lagoons and sandbank islands, nothing in Vietnam comes close to this level of raw, stunning beauty. Vietnam's beaches are lovely, do not get me wrong. Some are completely empty and some have cities on them like Da Nang. They're never overcrowded like Thailand's beaches, but they're kind of a middle ground. Peaceful and nice, but not quite as breathtaking. Phu Quoc though is a little bit different. We had white sand beaches and whole towns to ourselves. It was genuinely incredible, and that sense of isolation and beauty, Vietnam can still give you that if you go to the right places. But here's the thing, the Philippines isn't just about beaches. The nature in the Philippines is insane. The waterfalls in Moalboal are some of the most amazing I have ever seen. The canyoneering at Cao Bang Falls was unreal. Jumping off cliffs, swimming through the canyons, the jungles are insane, and some of the best surf spots in the world. The variety of natural beauty is enormous. Vietnam has variety too, but in a completely different way. The mountains in the north are stunning. Hà Giang, as overrated as it is still very beautiful, and Cao Bang is better and way less crowded. The Lat has this cool misty mountain vibe, like you're in a valley below the mountains. We were there for 4 days and it rained non-stop. But when the skies cleared, it was gorgeous. The people in the Lat just get on with life no matter the weather. And I loved that resilience when we visited the markets in the night. Ha Long Bay is iconic. The karst formations are stunning. It's very touristy again, but it's worth it. But if we're talking pure beauty, Philippines has to win. No question. Vietnam's beaches are great for living near, super peaceful, accessible, not too crowded. But if you want that, this is the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen type moment, then the Philippines delivers that every single time you turn around a corner. So round 2, we'll go to the Philippines for beaches and nature. Now food, this one is close, but Vietnam edges it for me. Vietnam's food is incredible. Pho, banh mi, bún chả, fresh spring rolls, I love all of it, and I could eat pho every single day, never get bored for the rest of my life. The flavors are fresh, delicious, balanced and complex, and the street food scene here is unmatched. At 2 a.m. or 3 a.m, I can go outside and I'll find people selling food on their carts, or riding around on their bikes selling bao buns. And Filipino food is good, it's really good, but it doesn't have the same global reputation as Thailand and Vietnam. And I think that's fair. It's hearty, it's comforting, but it's not as varied. And I don't eat seafood, which I felt like limited my options in the Philippines, since what I found was most of their cuisine was seafood based. If I ate seafood, maybe this might be a different conversation, but I don't. So Vietnam wins for me on food. Street food availability is Vietnam, variety is Vietnam, and even flavor, it's gotta be Vietnam. But both countries will feed you incredibly well, you can't go wrong. And both are super affordable if you eat locally. So I'll give this round to Vietnam. Cost and infrastructure, both are cheap, or rather, both are incredible value for money. Day-to-day living costs I've found are about the same. Vietnam and the Philippines are the 2 cheapest places I've been to in Southeast Asia. Meals, accommodation, daily life, both are super affordable and they feel like good value for what you get. The difference is that Vietnam is a bit more straightforward with their pricing. Some places don't list the prices and you have to ask for the price, which can feel a little bit like they're making it up as you go along, but overall it's quite predictable. The Philippines has this Philippines problem, which is constant fees. Environmental fees, boat fees, every little thing is a fee. In Vietnam, I haven't dealt with anything like this. Pricing is clearer and I haven't encountered scams. In the Philippines, I felt like I was always getting charged randomly. Taxis would charge me one price and then other people a different price. And it was same with those environmental fees. Getting around, I felt Vietnam is much easier and cheaper. You can fly internally super cheap or easy, or take a crazy sleeper bus and wake up at your destination. If you can actually sleep on those things, that is, because I can't. The journey to the Lat was wild, but we made it and we were safe. The Philippines, the transportation is trickier. Ferries are unreliable, flights between islands are expensive and again unreliable, and I mean really expensive by the way. It's doable, but it's not as smooth, and so then Vietnam for me wins this round for ease of travel and straightforward pricing. Activities and variety. I felt Vietnam has more variety. Every city or town has 1 or 2 tourist attractions. Every village has something that they're known for, a specific dish, a temple or a craft. And after spending months in Vietnam, I've never run out of things to do. Mountains, beaches, history, war museums, temples, markets, street food tours. It's truly endless. The Philippines is more focused on natural beauty and adventure. The beaches, the diving, the surfing, the waterfalls, the boat trips. It's all about the outdoors. I love that. And if that's what you want, the Philippines is paradise. Moalboal's waterfalls, Cao Bang, canyoneering. Siargao's surf breaks are some of the best in the world. The boat trips to the hidden islands and lagoons, the jungles, the underwater world. The Philippines gives you those jaw-dropping adventure moments every single moment. And Vietnam gives you variety in culture. The Philippines gives you the raw, natural beauty and adventure adrenaline. If you want to do a bit of everything, I feel like Vietnam would win. If you want to do the best beaches in the world and outdoor activities, then Philippines wins. So round 5 for me is a split decision depending on what you are looking for. 6 months in Vietnam, 3 months in the Philippines, which one wins for me? I would say Vietnam, but barely. And here's why I chose Da Nang as my base for a reason. The city is incredible, the beaches are peaceful, the food is world class, and the infrastructure just works. The community feel is real, and I can live here comfortably, affordably, and happy. But the Philippines has the most beautiful beaches I've ever seen, and I do miss them. The natural beauty is unmatched, the adventures are incredible, and Bohol nearly stole my heart, the same way that Da Nang did. If you want to live somewhere, base yourself somewhere, build a routine, I would say Vietnam, specifically Da Nang. But if you want to island hop, chase beaches, and have those wow moments constantly, then of course the Philippines wins. Both are raw, both are authentic, and both are incredible. But Vietnam gives you a better overall experience for travel around the country as a whole. The Philippines gives you higher highs, but with a lot more frustration. And yes, I said it, Ha Giang is overrated. Go to Cao Bang instead. Give the locals a rest. Vietnam versus the Philippines. Have you been to both? Which did you prefer? And am I wrong about the Ha Giang? Am I losing my mind again? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, I have 2 more, one here and one here. If you like this one, you'll love these ones. So watch one of those or go and book a flight. Whichever one you do, you're winning.